I want to, okay. So, guys, welcome back. Uh, According to how the chart looks like, I think we are seeing a potential of adding more to our position. This is initially what we were waiting on. We were waiting for the market to break below this zone and actually come in to retest it. And as you can see right there, we have broken below even a major weekly level. If you are to take this to be the weekly chart, if you are to turn this to the weekly chart, you will see that we have actually a zone right here where I'm expecting some reaction off of the market. Given that we have broken below it heavily, there is a very good chance that the market will retest it before we continue selling. And so far, what we have seen is that the market has, yes, broken below it. Of course, in daily wise, we have not seen any closure of the candles below it. But in H4, you can clearly see that not only have we closed below it, we have actually formed a full candle below it. So there is a good chance we might see the market reacting off of this place and continuing to sell. Or coming back all the way back up right here from that point where we shall see now the market selling. So the question is, where do you add your position? Right here or right here? This is not only an ethical question, but also, well, quite critical, because wherever you add your trade determines the amount of lot you're going to enter with. Waiting for it at this point gives you a bigger, better lot. But if it happens not to come back here, you miss out on a major addition to the market. So the question I'm currently asking myself is where to actually add more to my position, because what I was expecting, okay, this is why predetermined rules are very important. The previous predetermined rule was that we break below this region right there, retest this region right there, come back up. But what we have seen is that the market has broken not only this zone right there, it has broken all the way down here. So it coming here, I don't see the much of the potential coming it back all the way here, but there's a potential we might actually sell from this area right here. So that's why I'm actually thinking of entering the trade at this point rather than waiting for the highest point, since we have broken even below the lowest low of the chart. So what I will do actually is I'll continue looking at it from the lower time frames, that is the 1 hour and the 15 minute, until I see some kind of rejection. But because what we are actually currently looking at is a very powerful bullish trend. So I would rather wait until we see some kind of rejection, either giving us a better entry or a much better confirmation where we shall actually enter. So stay tuned so that whenever we see what now we are waiting for, we shall enter. So this is just a trade update. Currently, the trade is floating about $100. Yes, $100 flat. So the current balance is at $200. And if we do get a chance to add to our position at this area with the stop losses just above the previous entry right there, we might see the market give us more now, more than 1:6, around 1:8 risk to reward ratio, which to me, that is much more attractive for the next trade, as the next trade will have much more margin and much more money to be risked. If it does not get there and gives us a good rejection right here, we shall see also about, since our stop losses will still be about there on the break even of the other trades, we may see something like a risk to reward ratio of the same 1:8. So the best part is basically just wait and see what the market does instead of reacting off of emotions. That is the best next thing. Already we had predetermined rules which were saying it has to break to around this area, but since we overextended, that's why I'm saying there's a chance it might come to retest this area where we are right now and sell off from that point. But before you sell, because I acknowledge the fact that it might come back all the way back up here. What we shall be waiting for is a confirmation of rejection, that the market has started to reject off of that price. And how do we do that? Is we look for at least an engulfing candle or several red candles from the lower time frames, that is the 15-minute or even the 30 minutes. So that's our trade update. I'll get to you once we add more to our position. So it's close to 2 p.m. and we have some news releases coming up on 4:30 on the Canadian dollar. So we need to trend carefully. After that, the market will be quite clear. So on other updates, we have actually entered on US Tech. That is the trade I was telling you about. We have seen a very good push up. I'll be adding more to my position with it confirming that we are still going up. So I'm not in with a huge amount, but once we get a clear confirmation that we shall still continue going, I shall add more to my position. Until then, set and forget, guys. Set and forget. Just don't forget. We actually here to just set and forget. All right. So see you on the next one. That is, when I enter, I'll tell you.